What do you do when your clothesline's full, but you still have that much washing to get done? Put another one on. Yoo-hoo!
We love the Vendline so much, we are going to install a second one on our Vibe caravans. Everybody knows how stressful it can be drilling into your caravan, but we're going to show you how easy it is to get a Vendline onto your van. Put it there for a while. Instructions and the unit, and that's a template, so that's pretty sick. What you get in the box is obviously you get your Vendline Clothesline, and then you also get your drilling template, which is very, very handy, and your instruction manual. So very, very, very simple. The reason why we love Vendline so much is look how streamlined that is. That'd have to be 15 mil, I reckon. We love Vendline, and this being up here on the van, having two on this driver's side is going to look sick and so streamlined. A few considerations before drilling into your caravan. You've always got to be mindful of where plumbing and electric cables can be, or the electricity. 240 and 12 volt. They're the two major things that you've got to be careful of. We've checked with Vibe and we know for a fact that there is no electrical cables running through where we're going to mount our Vendline. A few things that we are going to need to perform this task is a straight edge. Now it looks like a level because it is, but we're not going to use it as a level because we don't know whether this thing's completely level or not. So we're really just going to use this as a straight edge, and we're going to come off the old Vendline and just make sure it all marries up. The next thing that we're going to need are some screws. We're going to use black screws because we've got the black checker plate and the black Vendline, and we're just going to punch a bunch of these into the side of the van. We are going to use black silicone. Now, a caravan industry favourite. Silicone does the job. This will save your water leaks. You just got to do it right. Now, the spray and wipe works hand in hand with smoothing or getting rid of your silicone. So that's good to have. And always got to have one of these. Tape measure will come in handy to get the levels and the heights and all that sort of thing to match it up with the Vendline that's already on the caravan. So that is epic, and we're going to use our template that we got with our Vendline, and we've just opened it up. And the cool little goodies that you get with it, this is obviously for a tile bathroom, tile drill bit, all your screws, all your knock-ins, all that sort of thing. So that'll be good just to keep in our little screw box. So let's get to it. Now, as you can see, this is our original Vendline. If you want to come and have a look, they've used obviously multiple screws, but what they've done is silicone underneath. So once the screw pulls in the Vendline, it actually seals the caravan. So how I'm going to get my straight edge or my level is by using the capping of the bottom of the Vibe. I'm going to come up off that, and I've already measured it before. It comes in at 625 either side, so 625 and 625 to the top screw. Now, Vibe have cut this join. We're going to stay well clear of it, so we're going to mount our Vendline to this side of the join just so we don't have any bowing or anything like that. My first mark that I want to make is the top left hand side hole of the Vendline. I know for a fact that we are 625 to the top from this capping. The other thing we know is that we know our vend line is 1 metre long. So what we'll do is we're going to measure from the outside of the vend line to the far left holes, and you can see there's 950. So I know we're going to be doing 950 off this join and 625 off the capping. I've got my first mark at 950 across and 625 up. The next mark I'm going to make is another 625 at this end, and I'm going to get my straight edge, draw a line across, so then we can use our template and line all the top holes up so we are nice and straight. So now I'm stuffed because I need more hands. Beck came up with this absolute genius idea of using tape.
Look, I'm not just here for the filming.
That's right. Like that there. Feels like I'm on play school.
There's a bear.
And that there. And put that one
What do you
there.
think, like that, or do you want to tape it across the top line?
She's sweet.
Okay.
On the centre. So, check
Do that again, take
this
two.
out. So again, we are just getting our template. We're getting it on the first mark that I made, and then running it along that straight edge line that I drew, using our sticky taped
And you might want to
template.
tape each end or something now too.
Mark these puppies. Now that I've marked all my holes using the template supplied by Vendline, I'm going to pre-drill the holes. Now, why I pre-drill the holes is because when we come to fit the line itself, I'm going to silicone up behind the Vendline, and then we're going to screw up the screws, and it's going to pull it in, and it's going to seal all those screw holes.
Yeah, bub. Hang on.
There's another way that we're going to seal the screw holes behind the vend line, and that is by running a bead of silicone the whole way around, across the holes, all that sort of thing. Then once we bring it up to screw it on, it's going to pull it in, pull it down, it's going to pull it flush onto the surface of the van, and it's going to squash the silicone, giving it a nice good seal.
Okay. Don't be shy.
The caravanning industry is not shy about putting silicone on. And if you don't believe me, go and have a look at the top of your caravan. Now we went to put this up and we hit a little bit of a snag. We found that the easiest way to actually put the Vendline onto the caravan is to remove the hangers. Gives you free rein. So what I'm doing now is I'm attaching the Vendline to the caravan. Checking to see if it's in the right spot, which it is. First one's up. Thank you.
So have you screwed the whole way in there, or just loop?
I screwed the first one the whole way in
Okay.
because it holds it up steady. Otherwise, it'll be flapping all over the place.
You let me come in? Can I come in? No, I'm behind you. I've got to go say the single this one.
One more screw to go, and as you can see, you watch that pulls in, and then you've got your silicone that absolutely smothers the screw and gets pushed and squashed out. So that is completely sealed. Now, if you really want to go a bit crazy, you can always run a bead of silicone across the top, which we will. Now, what I'm going to do to give the Vendline extra seal, give these screw holes extra seal, is run a bead of silicone across the top of the Vendline. Now that's going to prevent any water getting down into the back of it. Now what I've done here though is I've changed nozzle head. So the other nozzle was cut further down, it had a bigger opening, so this one has such a smaller opening. So a lot better for doing caulking of this type. So I'll just run that along. Run that straight along there like that. And then that's sweet there. And then like I said before, I'm going to get my spray and wipe. Give it a good spray.
Yeah.
Get my finger in there. And then just bring it on back.
Show me your mess.
Black silicone over the finger. Good time. Nah, it's all good. And then it looks like that. Maybe I should get a job in the caravan industry doing some caulking. What do you think? So really, really simple. It's easy to drill into your caravan. Don't think it isn't. You just got to be wary of the plumbing, the electric cables, electricity, things like that. And always silicone up your holes. That you can never use too much silicone. I can't stress that enough, because if you get water in these things, it's very hard to get them out. So we're just putting our lines back in, making sure they all work correctly. One more.
Look at that.
And away we go.